Hi, I opened your plan. Thanks for sharing it. Got it open in X10. I never use the grid, so that's usually the first thing I turn off. They added that several versions ago, and I never found a good, useful purpose for it. Okay, I noticed you got the roofs built on the first floor. You said you had trouble with the second floor. So I haven't already worked on this and have a solution, but I'm just going to walk through it. Use the wall break tool to break here and here, because your picture that you posted has a gable here. So we'll tell this wall to have a gable over it. Roof tab, gable wall. Same thing on this one and this one. They're probably already programmed that way, but I'm just going to check. Yep, you got that part right. And we probably don't want a roof here over. This is probably a fireplace, Chase, I would assume. Yeah, I'm just going to guess that that's it. And so I'm going to take this wall and make it no room no room defined, so a roof won't build over there. Excuse me. Sorry, I have to clear my throat so much, but I do. I am old. Okay. Now, the next thing is, let's see what the default settings, floors and rooms, current floor is set to. About 8 feet. I assume that's correct. Next thing is, let's check the build roof dialog. You got the pitch set to 6. Let's check that against your picture. No, that's not 612. Of course, if we change it, this looks about like 612, but this does not, just at a glance. Now that's 1212 right there. That front-facing gable, that's 1212. And it's hard to say what that is, but it's not 6. We can make it 6 if it's unimportant to you, but that front one has got to be 1212. So I'm going to tell this wall and this wall. Well, let's see, I don't want to tell that whole wall. Let me break it off right there. Tell this wall and this wall on the roof tab that we want the pitch to be 12 for just this section right here. And then we'll go with 6 for these others. Let me check the first floor, because the first floor is done. Let's see what it is. 6. I kind of figured you'd have it at 6. Okay, and you do. So if we rebuild this, it should be fine. Now, I'm sure you've already tried this, but I haven't tried it, so I'm going to try it. Build roofs. We'll just see what we get. Top of wall at this location. The way has been moved. Oh, okay. You edited it, the wall polyline, and that's all that message is about. Okay, you've been diddling with the walls. That's okay. Huh? No roofs. Isn't that special? It looks like the first floor has been messed up. Well, this is a perfect example of why you should learn how to manually edit roofs because of this kind of crap here. It built the roof down here because I didn't turn it off down there. Okay, let me do that. Ain't no big thing. Whoops, not that. This. I'm going to take this and just draw a invisible wall across there to Get rid of that label. And again, I'm going to take this wall and make it no room defined. Yeah. Now, why it's not building the roofs, I don't know. And personally, I don't care because I know how to manually build roofs. Okay. I mean, it's annoying. It should work. I checked earlier before I started this video if you had ignore top floor, but you don't have that checked. Let's see. Check these dialog boxes. Maybe they're denying. No, you got roof checked. If roof was unchecked up here, then, but that's not the case. I didn't expect that it would be. But when you're being Sherlock Holmes, you don't assume anything's true. You check and you look, so you know. I'm going to build roofs again. Let's just turn on auto build roofs and see if that does anything. I don't think that these walls have anything to do with the roofs not building. I can't think of a reason why they would. Let's go back to that camera. It builds it on the foundation. Isn't that special? Silly software. Let's do the invisible wall down here. Same thing. Good. Make this one no room defined. So the software stops doing that idiotic mechanical thing that it does invariably. Let's see, we want a no room definition. Okay. And we got auto build roofs on, so that ought to, yeah, okay. Sort of, kind of. I recommend to people that they not build framing until the entire model is straightened out, because the framing tools just fill up what's there, and if what's there is not correct, then it's a waste of time. So I don't do it, but that's just something I don't do. Okay, well, let's just wrap this thing up. I'm going to go over here to the first floor and just manually finish off these roofs. There's no reason. I wonder why the roofs didn't build over here. It's a really tall ceiling, and it says default. What are the defaults for the first floor? Yeah, the default settings. Or what do you got that set to? I'm just curious. 9 feet. And why on earth is it the default of, oh, you must have lowered the floor. Yeah, okay, you did. So it added, never mind. No problem. I'm just going to take this and connect it to that. Okay. And then we'll close that up. Okay. I didn't do it quite properly over on this side because he is chopping the house up. So use the brake line tool and break that off so it's not tearing up the second floor of the house. And we'll go back to that camera view. Okay. Now we'll go to the second floor and wrap this thing up. And this is what I would recommend that you do. Now you can send this to tech support with like it's not building roofs and wait several weeks and get an answer. But my advice to you is just to do it. It's not terribly difficult to do. It's difficult when you start out, but it's not difficult after you've done it 10,000 times and failed 10,000 times. See, these roofs, when you draw the manual, they'll pick up the ceiling height that you set and set their own baseline height thereby. We'll join the bridge. Let's see what you've got. The overhang set at what? 18. Okay. So click here. Click on that. Put in minus 18. And this side. That. Again, minus 18. Minus 18. Not worried about the chimney. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, we'll go back to the camera. We've almost got it done. Okay, I'm going to go back to plan. And when automatic tools fail, you just have to step in and do what needs to be done. Okay, I'm going to draw a roof there. Yeah, I want it over the wall top, not over existing roofs. Okay, now I'm going to join these. I'm going to shift select these as a group and make them 12. I think I am. Well, I mean, of course I am, but I mean, I don't know if I'm going to let them stay there. Line those out. Overhangs out here. Show you what we got so far. There's that thing there. Now we'll take the big roof and make some alterations in it with the brake line tool there. And they programmed the Cheap Architect to figure out the 3D geometry pretty well. So all you have to do is just kind of set it up in the neighborhood of what you need. And then we could take this edge here, join roofs, and join with that edge. That didn't work. Let me try it again. Sometimes it's okay, it's not doing it. I think I need to change the geometry of that roof plane, and then it'll probably comply with my command. And it did. See, we're going above the ridge here, so that's what I was concerned with. No big deal. Take this, join it to that edge. See, it's going over the ridge, and I don't want that. So I'm going to take this roof plane so I can find out what the ridge height is. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to apply it to these roof planes here. Okay, we're going to lock the pitch so that the pitch doesn't change and lower the ridge with both of these gable planes. Lock the pitch, lower the ridge, and then reconnect the edges so that the ridge of this is not above the ridge of that. Yeah, like that. I'll go back to that's pretty much it. You've got these eaves were marked. I didn't notice it, but these eaves on the options tab have been, you've ordered box eaves, and that's the reason there's box eaves there, by the way, if you didn't know that. The last thing to finish up here would be on the first floor. And we'll shift select these railing walls. I don't think I didn't, yeah, okay, I didn't get that one or that one. Okay. Well, I must have selected accidentally something besides this wall. Not hard to do. Okay, we'll open those for specification, as they say. Newells and, oh, no, rail style. We want post to beam to hold up the roofs. Okay? Now I'm going to go to Newells and balusters. Those newel posts are too spindly, so I'm going to set those to at least 4x4s, 3.5 inches. That looks better. And whether you have railing or not, it's up to you. That's how, depends on how high out of the ground the house is. I'm going to change this beam color to white. Let's see, beam. color white, not slate. There you go. That's better. I think it's better. Oh, one other thing. Not a big deal, but I'm going to open these walls. Oh, you've already got them set properly, looks like. Well, the way I like to do it is go over to the newels and balusters, and I don't use defaults, and I don't draw the rails. That way the balusters show and the newel posts show in plan view. Okay, that's pretty much it. And you know, nobody died. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? Oh, that's that stupid chimney. I guess I should handle that. Okay, I'm going to just click on that wall polyline and close that hole. See if there's any other, yeah, around the bottom. See, your framing showing through. But of course, you've got framing turned on in this view, which in a 3D view, I don't see why you would need framing. Let's go over here to framing. And we don't need all this junk and elevations and camera views. You might need it for cross sections, but not deck framing. We might want to have that. Deck planking, deck posts. All this 3D framing is fine for framing views in 3D, but it's not otherwise useful except for cross sections. Oh, no, no, no. We don't need all that bric-a-brac. Okay. We can straighten this up by just adjusting the wall polylines. I'm sure you already know that. Some users would say, oh, don't do that, but I do it all the time, and nobody died. I like things nice and neat, like you would commonly see them in the field. And of course, this part up here, I would put a slab up there and then put a top knop on it, but that's not what this tutorial is about. I got the roof done, and I feel like that's good enough. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm out of here.